Hey guys, so tonight I wanted to share with you what my go-to fall look has been recently. It's probably only been my go-to look for the past couple of weeks. Like anytime I go out, I really like doing this look. I'm just trying to clean off my camera a little bit so you can see what I'm doing. If it's a little bit dark, I'm sorry. I do have to shoot in my bathroom and I usually can't see what I'm doing half the time. But I really love this look and I will show you in proper lighting what it looks like. So we're just going to jump right in. So first I'm going to prime my eyes with the Smashbox Photo Finish Eye Primer, and then I will tell you what I put on my face. This has been one of my favorite primers of the moment. It's just so good. And I actually have been using my NARS the past couple of days, but I really like using this one on an everyday basis. But I still love the NARS one as well. But this one I just feel like is super easy just to lay down. So then after I prime my eyes, I like to do something weird. I don't know if anybody else does this, but I really like going over my eye primer with just a translucent powder because I just feel like it makes the eyeshadows just lay down easier. I know you can just achieve this with a transition shade, but I really like how this looks, so I just lay it down with my Real Techniques powder brush. I have been absolutely in love with this brush ever since I've gotten it. I really needed a powder brush. I didn't even own one for the under eye, and I use this for like anytime I do a no makeup look and I set my concealer on my eyes, because I usually just put concealer on my eyes. I don't do eyeshadow when I do a no makeup look, like who really does when they do a no makeup look. So yeah. Now since we have all the steps down that I need to do for now, so I went in with my Smashbox Photo Finish Foundation Primer to prime my face. This has been one of my favorite primers of the moment. I have always loved it anyway. And then I went in, of course, with my Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Foundation in the color 5 and the Cover FX Custom Cover Drops in N10 to be my foundation combo. I just really like glowy skin with fall looks. I don't know what it is. It just like looks so pretty. And then of course I mix this in with every foundation that I use. And then I just concealed and highlighted with my Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer in Light Warm. This has just been my concealer of choice for like months. I just absolutely love it. I just ran out of my MAC Prep and Prime, so I just used this, and I have just been using this for the past couple days, so I need to go get a new one because I absolutely love that stuff. And then what I like to do after I set down my powder, because I just went over with the Laura Mercier Translucent Setting Powder, the same thing I used on my eyes, I just like spraying a little bit of the Urban Decay Chill Makeup Setting Spray so that it doesn't look as dry as first put on the foundation and the powder. Because I know that since I have dry skin, I don't have to powder my face, but I just really love the look of the Laura Mercier powder that I just like putting it on my face. And then I just like to set it with this because then it looks like it's not over powdered. And since I have dry skin, this really helps the dry patches not stick to my face. Not that I really have that many dry patches, but my nose gets very dry and this smooths it out really, really beautifully. And then after I prime my eyes, obviously I go in with my eyeshadow. And I'm going to be taking this Morphe M433 brush. This has been my favorite brush to use lately. I went and returned my MAC 217 brush because I just thought it was just way too rough for me. So now I've just been using this constantly, and it's only $5. Like, it's so much cheaper than the MAC brush. So of course I am going to be using Makeup Geek eyeshadows for this look. It's been just my go-to look for the fall, so I'm going to be starting with, of course, Beaches and Cream right in the crease. So, and as you can see, I have used the shit out of this. So we're just going to work that right back and forth right in the crease. I don't know why I have a ton of hair here. And I'm just going to be using a smaller mirror to do this because I just feel like I can't see anything when I do these, especially at night. It is nighttime right now, so I am just going to be using my hourglass mirror just to really make sure I'm blending everything and it doesn't look crazy. But at the same time, you can still see what I'm doing. Just constantly dipping my brush. I really do take a generous amount of this and work it right on the crease. Oh, now I can see better. Now I have light. Just a little bit more. And then you can blend it out with like some circular motions. And then I just do the same on the other eye, and then we'll move on to the next color. Okay, so once we have that transition shade down, we are going to go in with a darker shade. And I really like going very dark in the crease for these kind of looks. So we're going to go in with this shade right here, and this one is called Cocoa Bear, and we're going to lay that right on top of that transition color. We're going to tap off the brush. We're going to be using the same brush to work that over the crease. And we're going to start from the outside and work our way in. Dip the brush again, tap it off, blow on it, and just keep on blending it. These shadows are so pigmented that it already looks like it's like on like the entire crease already. And I barely used any. And then we're just going to do the same on the other eye. Okay, once we have that down, we are going to go in with this beautiful reddish brown color, and this one is called Bitten. This is like a standard fall shade. I just absolutely love this color, and we're going to use the same brush again. I'm telling you, this brush is so multifunctional, and we're going to be using that on the actual crease to give it more definition. So you just like dip it in with the tip of the brush and you tap it off. I didn't really take too much of it. And then we're going to work it in from the outer corner to the inner corners. And then just right on that crease area. And you want to keep your eyes open when you do this, because you really want to chisel out the crease. And obviously keeping it rounded at the ends. I honestly feel like that's already enough, but I'm going to take a little bit more just right here And you can close your eyes if you really need to like blend it easier. And then slowly open your eyes. But again, just keep it right on that crease area. Okay, then I'm just gonna do the other eye. Okay, so then after that, we're going to do the outer corners, and I'm going to be using this dark brown color right here called Mocha, and that's definitely one of my favorite outer corner colors. And I do like sometimes mixing it with frappe or latte, which are these two colors right here. But I found that it doesn't really do much when I do a darker eye like this. So I just really like taking this darker color because obviously it shows up a lot better and putting it on the outer corners. So we're just going to do that right on the outer corner. You can also just work it in as much as you want on the crease. Okay, and then I'm just going to do the other eye. So for the outer corner, I went in with that same brush again, and now we are finally done using this brush for a little bit, and then we're going to use it later. So now I'm going to be going in with a bolder color on the eyes, on the lid. And I know I said this in my last favorites video that I felt like I really didn't get to use this shadow too much since I got the foiled eyeshadows, but obviously we're going to be going in with a foiled eyeshadow on the lid. God, I have like no room for anything. So I'm going to be taking this foiled eyeshadow called Showtime, and we're going to be putting that on the lid. And actually yesterday I did mix these two colors together because I feel like these are the two colors I use the least out of these. I love them so much, but I just feel like I haven't used these as much. And this one is called Showtime, and this one is called Mesmerize. But I'm just going to be using this one right here because that is definitely the one I've been using. So I'm going to be taking my Real Techniques brush, and I'm really going to pack it on the lid, and I'm going to pack it on the brush. Then I'm also going to spray some MAC Fix Plus on the brush. This has been an absolute lifesaver for my foiled eyeshadows. Like, completely changed the game, and also they make them that much more pigmented, and you really get the full effect if you put MAC Fix Plus on your brush. So now we're going to put that on the lid. And it's just like the perfect cranberry color for this. Then you can even pack it on more. You can do another layer with Fix Plus, whatever you desire. I really like doing like 2 full layers to really get the pigment. And it's just such a beautiful fall shade. Really get it from the inner corner all the way out. And then I'm going to do the other eye. Okay, so after I do that, I like to clean up the inner corners just a little bit and then just blend it out a little bit more with the lid color so that it looks more blended with the outer corner color. And then I go in obviously with my brow bone highlights. And I actually have been using a concealer brush for this, I know, but I just like the effect of a flat top brush more than the Real Techniques brush. So I've been really loving this shade right here, and this shade is called Rapunzel. And I just dip my brush into it, and it's super pigmented. I'm getting makeup all over my pants. And then obviously just put it right on the brow bone. I am getting eyeshadow all over my pants. Okay, and then just blend it out. So now we're going to blend out everything with the Morphe M433 brush again, and we're just going to blend that line. With no product on the brush. It does still have a little bit of mocha on there, but I like that darker color to pull everything together. If anything looks messy on the outer part, that really doesn't matter because you're going to fix it with concealer. Okay, so I think everything is pretty blended out. So now I'm going to line my eyes, and I always line my eyes off camera because I'm so terrible at it to do it on camera. And it's like my least favorite thing to do. So I'm going to be going in with my Kat Von D Tattoo Liner and Trooper. I've just been absolutely obsessed with Kat Von D's liners. I just use them every single day. I love them so much. So that's what I'm going to be lining my eyes with. Okay, so after I applied my liner, I'm just going to conceal and highlight under my eyes with my Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer in Light Warm. And I'm going to blend that out with a beauty blender. I don't even know what this looks like, honestly. Hopefully it looks good. And I always like putting it, obviously, in the inner tear ducts because it makes everything look pulled together. I'm just seeing if... Oh, wow. Okay. And then I'm just going to set the under eye with my Holy Grail powder, and that is the Laura Mercier Secret Brightening Powder. The best stuff ever. This stuff is like crack, honestly. And I'm just going to apply it with my Real Techniques powder brush. It's like so white, it even helps like conceal, like when I brush it onto the outer corners, it even helps it like cover up any harsh lines there too. Like, it's like as white, it's like as pigmented as a concealer would be, but it's so beautiful the way that it finishes your concealer. Like, if you can see the difference, look at this side and then look at this side. It just like makes such a difference in what your under eye looks like. I just love it. And then if you went a little bit too hardcore with the powder on the outer quarters and you feel like you covered up the eyeshadow a little bit too much there, you can just take your brush again and just put just a dab right there, and it'll just, you know, emphasize that part again and make it look like you have more eyeshadow there. That's what I've been doing recently, and I really like what it's been looking like, and it looks pretty even after you finish applying everything. So then we are going to do mascara. I like going in with primer first, so I go in with the Stila Stila Lash Stunner Extreme Lash Primer. The writing is basically worn off because I use this every day. And just going to prime the lashes. Don't really have to go too extreme. Then I'm going to be using the Stila Huge Lash Extreme Mascara for the top lashes. And this mascara is so volumizing that you really don't need that many coats of it. I'm weird, and I really like going in with my finger to fix up my lashes. If anything looks clumpy, I just go in with my fingers. Because I don't have a lash separator or anything like that, so I just separate it with my fingers. It works the same way. Sorry. Okay, I think that looks pretty good. And then I'm just going to wash off that mascara on my fingers. Okay, and then after that, I'm just going to go in with my MAC Extended Play Giga Black Lash on the bottom lashes. Sorry, I just really have to get this one lash cleaned up. Okay, I just feel like that's really dark for some reason. Kind of pissing me off. Whatever. It's just lashes. I can fix it after. So then we are going to contour with my favorite contour kit, and that is the Too Faced Cocoa Contour Kit. And I'm going to be taking this angled brush from Bare Minerals. It did come in a set from Sephora, and I just love this brush for contouring. And I'm going to be taking this medium cocoa shade right here to contour. I can't see anything. I'm just going to do this off camera. I can't see, but this is what I use. Okay, so I just went ahead and contoured the rest of my face because I literally just can't see in this light. So I just used the medium cocoa shade to go around my temples and my jawline. And I do like taking it down my neck a little bit just to blend the foundation better with my neck. And then I went in and baked the contour because I needed to clean it up hella big time. And I just used the light cocoa shade in the palette to do that. And it's just so easy to do. And I used my Real Techniques angled brush for that. And then for blush, this is just my go-to blush. I really just have been on a huge kick of using it. I used it today, I used it yesterday, and it's just like, just a perfect blush for this. I'm going to be using my standard blush, which is the Becca Mineral Blush in Wild Honey. I'm using my tapered Eco Tools brush. And also a really good blush option for this look also is NARS's Amour that I like using with this look too. Oh, fuck. Sorry, I didn't mean to say fuck. I'm just trying to see if it looks even. That looks pretty good. And then for highlight, I'm going to go in with my favorite for fall, and that is Becca's Shimmering Skin Perfector Pressed in Champagne Pop. It's just been my favorite with these kind of looks because it's like that perfect peach toned highlight for these like warm brown looks. And I'm going to be going in with an Morphe M501 brush. And this has definitely been my favorite highlighter brush since I've gotten it. It is so good. Oh my god, I can't stand my hair and my face when I'm doing my makeup. It just drives me nuts. And then I just go ham on the highlight. And I do it on my cupid's bow, on the tip of my nose, down my nose, in the center of my forehead. And then, of course, above the brow bone. Just make sure everything is blended. And then I'll be right back. And then, of course, to finish off the face, I always do this step every day. I go in with the Hourglass Luminous Light Powder over everything because these can be used as highlighters, setting powders, or finishing powders. And I just love how it looks as a finishing powder. I just feel like it pulls everything together. It blends your highlight out so beautifully. And just, you know, gives you see how much light it just brought to my face? Like, I am obsessed with this for that. I also love it as a highlighter as well, but I use it every single day as a finishing powder, and I use it with my Eco Tools powder brush. And then just to finish off the face, I give a huge spritz of the Urban Decay Chill Makeup Setting Spray. And then I'm going to be doing the brows. So I like using my Chanel brow pencil in Brown Natural, and I just like to brush them out with a spoolie first, and then I just fill them in. Sorry, I feel like I got some spray on my mouth. I just think that looks pretty good. I'm just going to finish this off camera. It takes forever and a day. Okay, so I just did my brows and I filled them in with the Anastasia Clear Brow Gel. Set them with the Anastasia Clear Brow Gel, and now we're going to be doing the lips. So I'm going to be doing a ColourPop combo. And I'm going to be taking the ColourPop Lippy Pencil in Poison and the ColourPop Ultra Matte Lip in Avenue. So now first I'm going to align my lips. I'm not going to be going in with lip primer because I'm taking all this off after this anyway. So I'm just going to line the lips. They're just super hella pigmented. You can do whatever lip color you want. I actually have been pairing like a lot of these shadows with like ColourPop's Tulle, Lolita's Kat Von D's Lolita. These have definitely been like my 3 go-to fall lips is this color here, Avenue, Lolita, and Tulle. But this is the color I've been doing with this look. I'm just going to finish up the lips off camera, the lip liner. Okay, now we're just going to fill them in with Avenue by ColourPop, like I said. I have to say, lip liner is probably not necessary for anything unless you're doing dark lips, especially red. Like, it is absolutely essential to use a lip liner with a red lip. I just feel like I overdid it a little bit. Just give me a second. Okay, guys, so I just kind of re-highlighted the Cupid's bow a little bit. I felt like I did over-align my lips a little bit, but I don't really care because I'm taking this off anyway. And I have to say that this ColourPop lipstick is probably the driest one out of all of the ColourPop Ultra Matte Lips. This is the one I find is the hardest to wear for a while. It gets very drying and it does start to crumble a little bit. And this is the only one I've experienced this with. I love all the other ones, but it's such a beautiful shade that I like sacrificing that for the shade color. But this one does not last as long as the other ones do. It stays on your lips and it doesn't like bleed everywhere, but it does start to crumble in the corners. And it does come off quite a bit when you eat something like around here and here. But it's nothing you can't fix and layer over. But I find that not happening with like Tulle or like any of the darker colors. But I find that happening with this one. So now I'm just going to show you in better lighting what the actual final look looks like. Before I show you what the actual look looks like, I totally forgot to do my inner corners. That would have been pretty bad. So I really have been liking combining these two dual chrome shades right here for the inner corners for this. And this one is called I'm Peachless and this one is called Mai Tai. So I'm going to pop those on the inner corners with my Real Techniques eyeshadow brush. I can't believe I almost forgot to do this. This is like a full glam look right here for the fall. And then what I like to do is go over the inner corners a little bit with the eyeliner because sometimes you can lose a little bit of the pigment if you kind of go overboard with the inner corner, which I usually do anyway. Okay, so now I'm going to show you the final look. Okay, so this is what the finished look looks like. Hopefully you can see in the lighting. There we go. This is what the eyes look like. And then these are the cheeks. And then the lips. And that's it. So please like and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram at CW819. And my Twitter is PokerFace819. And I hope you guys enjoyed this look. So bye.